Welcome students. Today we have to study displacement current. For this we consider a parallel plate capacitor. This is plate P1 and plate P2. It is connected to a DC source or battery like this. And a dielectric is inserted between plates. Along with a key. When key is pressed, this plate P1 and this plate P2. So P1 acquire positive charge from the battery. This means that electrons are taken out from plate P1. So electron in this plate P1 moves in this direction. As electrons are taken out from P1, it will be positively charged. Positive charge or it increases. At the same time, due to effect of this applied electric field, electrons are deposited on this plate P2. So it acquires negative charge. Due to this motion of electron in circuit, a current is produced in opposite direction that of motion of electron, and this current is called conduction current. I see. As more and more number of electrons are displaced, more positive charge will be produced on plate P1 and negative charge on P2, which produces electric field across this dielectric. So we know that electric field produced between plate of condenser is sigma divided by epsilon 0 k. Sigma is surface charge density, or we can write it is Q divided by A in surface charge density into epsilon 0 k. So we can write Q is equal to A epsilon 0 k into E. During this process of charging, as electrons are taken out from P1, deposited on P2, current IC increases. At the same time, electric field between plate also increases. Which as Q increases, E also increases. So we can differentiate this equation with respect to time. dq by dt is equal to A epsilon 0 k into dE by dt. This rate of flow of charge dq by dt is conduction current IC is equal to A epsilon 0 k into dE by dt. So we can write d by dt equal to this rate of change of electric field with respect to time is equal to 1 divided by A epsilon 0 k into IC. For a capacitor, if A is kept same and dielectric is kept same, this bracket will be constant. We can write this rate of change of electric field with respect to time is directly proportional to this conduction current. Thus we can conclude that as current increases, electric field also increases. Now we have to study what is the effect of this change in electric field with respect to time over this dielectric. Dielectric is an insulator. There are means free charges are not available in this material. But as electric field between plate increases, the center of positive charge and center of negative charge are stretched. Center of negative charge is stretched towards positive plate. Center of negative charge stretched towards negative plate. Due to stretching of charges, the dielectric get polarized with its negative charge on left side and positive charge on right side. Now, during this process, due to the stretching of charges, movement of charges takes place. Now, these charges are bounded charges. Bounded charges means electrons which are tightly bounded to nucleus are called bounded charges. So, due to effect of applied electric field, their stretching takes place, their movement takes place, and this movement produces charge on dipole. We say that dipole is polarized. This motion of charges produces a current. This current is called displacement current. We denote it by ID. So displacement current is produced by movement of bounded charges in dielectric, which is between two charged plate. Now this displacement current is equivalent to this conduction current. So we can write displacement current ID as equal to A epsilon 0K into dE by dt. So we can conclude that this conduction current IC produces dE by dt, or IC directly proportional to dE by dt, and it produces this change in electric field with respect to time produces displacement current ID in this dielectric. So this is about concept of displacement current. Now we have to study energy of charged condenser. During the charging process, work is done. That work is stored in that condenser of any conductor in the form of potential energy. So we have to study now energy of charged condenser during charging process. Work is done, and this work is stored in the condenser in the form of electrostatic potential energy. We say that condenser is charged. Now consider a parallel plate condenser and let Q be a quantity of charge required to its full charging, and V is potential difference between the plate. And this is potential difference. So we can write its capacity C is equal to Q divided by V. This equation first, where Q is quantity of charge when it is full charged and which potential difference between plate. Now we consider intermediate step. During this process of charging, let Q be a charge on plate of condenser and V is potential difference between plate. So we can write equation, its capacity C is equal to Q divided by V, or V is equal to Q divided by C. This is equation 7. This is the intermediate step. Now V is potential on the plate. We have to deposit a small charge dq on it. So what must be done? To deposit or to add small charge dq. Work is done. Work done is equal to. So in a formula, work equal to charge into potential difference. Now this is small charge. Work done will be small. We denote it by dW. dW is equal to charge is dq into potential is V, potential difference. To put value of V from this equation, dW is equal to dq into Q divided by C. So we can write dW is equal to Q divided by C into dq. To add small charge dq, dW is amount of work done. So we can find total work done to charge condenser from 0 to capital Q. So we can obtain total work done W is equal to integration of this small work dW from 0 to capital Q. Put value of dW, it is equal to integration of Q divided by C into dQ from 0 to capital Q. And C is capacity, it is always constant. We can write W equal to 1 divided by C into integration of Q into dQ from 0 to capital Q. So in the formula, integration of x into dx, it will be x square divided by 2. So we solve like this, it is equal to 1 by C, it's constant. Integration of Q into dq will be Q square divided by 2. Limits are from 0 to capital Q. Now put the values of limit. We can write it is equal to 1 by C upper limit Q square divided by 2 minus lower limit 0 divided by 2. So this term will be 0. We can write this total work W equal to Q square divided by 2C. This work is stored in condenser in the form of electrostatic potential energy. Therefore, energy of charged condenser E is equal to Q square divided by 2C. So this is formula for energy of charged condenser. We can write it in different forms. So first form is like this: E is equal to Q square divided by 2C. Now from equation first, put value of Q and put value of C in this equation. First we take C equal to Q divided by V. So we can write like this: E is equal to Q square divided by 2 into value of C is Q divided by V. We write Q divided by V. This Q and this value cancel. We can write it is equal to E is equal to half Q into V. So this is second form. This is the first form. Second form of formula, E equal to Q into V. Now put value of Q square. E is equal to C equal to Q divided by V. Therefore Q equal to C into V. So Q square will be C square V square divided by 2 into C. Therefore this square and C get cancelled. We can write E is equal to half C V square. So this is third form. So we can write combine energy of charge condenser E equal to, first is Q square by 2C. It is equal to half QE and it is equal to half CV square. So this is energy of charge condenser in different forms. E equal to Q square by 2C equal to half QE equal to half CV square. Thank you.